So, Kojima got stung by 10 bees
Oh,
all
yeah.
at once one time. And the pain makes a lot more sense now. Hey, I'm Fingers.
Yo, this is Vector.
Hey everyone, this is Days Ahead.
And I'm Nitroid. You're listening to the Kojima Frequency.
No, I'm liking these Hideo musings. They're kind of neat. I appreciate that he's putting them out.
No,
It reminds me of Hideo blog.
Yeah.
Hideo blog.
I mean, it could be Kojima, it could be anybody, but just the thought of, like, your college job, getting stung by bees, like, just the mental imagery, I don't know.
I don't follow him, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, man, you're missing out. He fell out of a tree after drinking beer. It's good stuff.
And then he got stung by 10 bees.
Yeah.
That was his job during college before,
To hang out in trees and drink beer?
he worked at a garden. And I just picture him getting stung by bees and being like, when I start making movies, these bees are going to regret crossing me.
That was his first project was going to be The Bees, and it was going to be a play on The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. I'd watch that movie.
He occasionally brings up that he used to make a lot of like student films. And I would really like to see those. Like, I'm curious what, high school Kojima would be like as a creator. I mean, when we're in high school, we're all terrible as creatives because we're still figuring stuff out.
Right.
But it's also like a lot more honest. So I'm just kind of curious, like what sort of things he would have made back then.
See, I'm worried it'll be like a Kurt Cobain's high school film situation where people will take his like just dumbass teen musings and try to extrapolate some type of creative meaning out of it.
Do you think it would be like Seth MacFarlane high school movies where he's just, instead of doing like mock-up episodes of Star Trek, he's like making knockoff John Carpenter movies?
Yeah.
Now that's going way too far back though, so that wouldn't be what it is. But
I bet they must have been all lost in a fire or something. Or tapes got corrupted or...
A very convenient fire.
Right. I'm sure there's no evidence that any of this exists. Just like I remember reading his Wikipedia article when I was way young, and it said he had written 10 novels by the time he was 12 or something. It was one of those, like, it seemed like a propaganda piece, like Kim Jong-un invented the hamburger or some shit.
God, I'd love to write one novel.
It sounds like a cult leader writing his manifestos.
Yeah, have you heard the legend that, when Kim Jong-un was 5 years old, he shot an AK-47 10 times and from 300 yards and they were all a bullseye? That's like, this is in the history textbook of North Korea. So...
I don't know a lot about North Korea, but I did see a video once about a pizza parlor in one of their taller hotels. And I was personally offended by how poorly they made that pizza.
Was it worse than the BBC making rice?
I have not seen that, but that sounds amazing.
It's so bad. But that's neither here nor there. Any codec moments from you guys?
Well, we do have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Whole lot of questions.
We could talk really quick about the Hideo musings where he talked about... he did mention Luca Marinelli as Solid Snake.
Right.
It's like a guy that he had... he said he caught my eye after watching The Old Guard and Martin Eden.
Imagine being that guy right now.
I don't see it.
Oh, man.
I don't see it.
Somebody threw a bandana on him. Did you retweet that, Nitroid?
Jose Molinas did, and a couple other people did.
Yeah,
but I can kind of see it with
but...
like just that description of him having like the sunken in kind of eyes and the whole Christopher Walken type mix.
Yeah, if you describe his features on paper, they do align with Snake's, but when you actually see the person, I'm seeing like half. This is gonna be really insulting. I see like 80% Snake and then like 20% of Pro Jared. I don't know.
Pro Jared?
No.
And I just ruined that for everybody. Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can kind of see it. Damn it! Now I see Pro Jared. You fucked me up on that. I All right, yeah, scratch this guy.
I'm seeing like 20% pro Jared and 80% James McAvoy.
I like James McAvoy. Who's pro Jared?
Let's not talk about that.
You're better off.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Do I know this guy? I don't know this guy. Anyway, look. No, he's not gonna play Solid Snake. First off, his eyes are green. They're not blue. So he's
timing.
invalid.
Contacts do not exist. This movie is ruined.
No, they don't.
Well, just because he says he looks like Solid Snake
Yeah.
doesn't mean he wants him to play Solid Snake.
No, I think he was just being, a jackass and saying like he's the spitting image of Solid Snake. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, but
And you know it.
Yeah, we have to entertain this because he said it and that's in our title. So
And Metal Gear fans are fickle about who they want to play as Snake anyway. First it was Hugh Jackman, then it was Christian Bale.
Right.
And
Oh,
now it's Oscar Isaac, and now it's this guy. So, like, it'll be somebody else in, like, 2 months.
And you threw out Eric Bana.
Yeah, I got the criticism that he's getting too old, and
There's that.
Maybe, I guess. But, Black Hawk Down kind of stuck with me.
look, I'm the biggest Black Hawk Down fan, but nobody took you seriously when you said I want a 75-year-old man to play young Solid Snake. And I know
Well-
he's not actually 75, but he's getting there.
may as well be
75
in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. He's a 75 in dog / Hollywood
All right,
years.
so who would you put? I mean, ideally, you'd want an unknown to play that role.
Exactly, and that's exactly. I couldn't tell you who I wanted to play Solid Snake because I haven't met him yet.
I think
and
we can all
don't want
agree.
to.
I think we can all agree that if Paul W.S. Anderson directed Metal Gear Solid, then Snake
no.
would be played by Mila Jovovich.
No. You gotta. I've watched all 6 Resident Evil films. Unfortunately, ironically as well.
That man's wife needs work, damn it.
She
Yeah.
would not be Snake. She would be an OC. She'd be an original character who was like a genome soldier who like woke up in the midst of the genome rebellion with Liquid.
Oh.
But like Solid Snake and Meryl would be like her in the same vein as Resident Evil. They'd be her like little side characters who follow her around and don't make that much of an impact on the story because she's Paul W.S. Anderson's wife.
God, that's exactly how it would go.
If she was sleeping, what was she doing before?
That's what you gotta find out. What was she doing before? That's the mystery box.
Because that's what Mila Jovovich is good at, sleeping.
At least we would know what we were getting out of the movie.
She would find
Multipass.
a picture of herself with like the president of Arms Tech in the commander room after she beats Psycho Mantis, and then she gets flashbacks.
Right.
And it's like, ooh, mystery box. What did she do at Shadow Moses beforehand? And like, Snake and Meryl help her through these revelations. And the most subplot that Snake gets is like dealing with the repercussions of fighting his brother. But Mila ends up killing Liquid. And he just helps
Here's
him
how I
aside.
would do it. Final battle after the Jeeps crash at the end of MGS1. Liquid Snake reaches his hand out and he yells, "Fox!" And Mila Jovovich goes, "Multipass."
The thing is, I think she's an all right actress, but she keeps getting put in these just like schlocky roles. She kind of reminds me of like Malcolm McDowell in that respect, where you've got someone who's very clearly capable, but they just get put in the worst stuff imaginable.
She's getting paid.
Yeah.
At that level, you don't care.
Yeah.
You get your
Guess.
paycheck, and then, you go collect your paycheck 2 times.
I mean,
so
it's not going to make or break my love for Monster Hunter. I just think it's hilarious if you look at it from a critical standpoint. Another scenario of Paul W.S. Anderson kind of showcasing his wife.
who else is going to do it, though? You think Charlize Theron is going to be in the Monster Hunter movie? No.
Oh, man. I know that Monster Hunter fans are just lampooning it left and right, though.
What did you say the Red Letter Media guys said about her?
Oh, they said, I forget the exact quote, but they said they watched like the first 4 Resident Evil films, right? And they said that like you could go to any frame of Mila. I'm not gonna pronounce her last name because I can't. You can go to any frame of her in that film of Alice, and she like you would not know the emotional context because she like displays the same emotion in like every frame. It's actually I highly recommend you guys watch it.
What, you mean like that tired bewilderment, but also with a hint of sarcasm?
Yeah.
So, she is the Kristen Stewart of video game movies, or is Kristen Stewart the Mila Jovovich of other bad movies? Anyway,
I gotta
moving
think about
on.
that. Question time.
Moving right along.
Wait.
Kristen Stewart is Meryl? What?
Dude,
I'm just trying to piss you off.
I swear to God,
You're gonna curse this movie.
I would go see it even more if you did that. Because,
So, is it kosher for us to discuss the Silent Hill tweet, or is there anything to even discuss about?
oh yeah, we gotta talk about
I
that.
figured it was a good segue from like Kojima's musings, and it's like, speaking of social media.
Ooh, yeah. All right, get into it.
Just so we're clear, which tweet are we referring to?
We are referring to
The whole thread, right?
Yeah, the whole thread, but the one that started with just that video that was like pitch black, and all it was the Silent Hill horn.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
You had to know what was gonna happen.
I mean, I knew, but because like I wouldn't have read into that at all. That'd have been stupid to even think like, oh, this is proof, or is Konami hinting that they're gonna make another Silent Hill?
Agreed.
No, they're just supporting some stuff. You know, Dead by Daylight. They're promoting the promotion that they're promoting.
Yeah.
That's